All right, here we go. This is how we roll. Romans 15:4. Ain't that right? 10 toes down flat.
Yes, sir.
And we don't never fold. Ain't that right? And
Yes,
we ain't
sir.
hanging from our toes. This is how we roll. What's the after that? 10 toes down, we don't fold. Only here for the saving of our soul. This is why you went low. This is how we roll. You got a nasty attitude, James. All right, this is Romans 15:4. All right, this is using the word program. Let's run through. Let's go.
For whatever Nikata before,
Where's what?
Nikata for our Lamed.
That's the only reason we have it. So. What was the definition again? How you gonna tell us? Explain it to me. To teach us, to show us, and to instruct us. The end. You can't? Who's gonna explain that to me? You gonna explain it, Derek? You would think about seeing your face. What you gonna explain to us? What you know? Tell us what you know. Y'all remember something? Either you know it or you don't know it. Think about this if you don't know it. Guess what's gonna happen? Say it. What is it? That's right. We're gonna get it. That's what. And who told us how? Where do we get the basis for getting corrected from? Hands from our young people. Where do we get the basis from being corrected? Good answer. Good answer. The writings, the Ketuvim, the scriptures. All scripture is given by the inspiration of Elohim. And that's what they're profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction. So anything we don't have right, we have the opportunity to go and correct it. This is what most people are faint and fall at. If I got something wrong, it crushed me. I can't believe I got something wrong. I'm done. I'm out. That's what the book is for, to get you back on to where you weren't right, to correct whatever wasn't right. A lot of times we look at, that's how the book is being used. If it's a situation come up about, well, I feel bad, the book had to come in, the book had to correct me. Why? That means it's being done the way he orchestrated it. That's why he gave it to her, because there's no way man could do what's right on his own. There's no way. It's a proven fact that man needs a discipline to show him what's right. Man can't do it on his own, and man's going to have to be corrected. That's why he gave it to her. It's used for correction. It's used for instruction, in telling us what we have to do. It's not optional. I'm instructing you on what you have to do. This has to become a discipline for us. So a lot of times we'll feel to faint because of, but that just means it's working. If the word comes in, it corrects my behavior. I should just die, quit, and leave. No, it's working. That's what it's for. But see, when I don't understand it, then I'll fight it because I don't want it to do what it's designed to do. You got it? That's where the schism or the split comes in for us. So it's important to know when we're quoting, or y'all just saying, the church that teaches that you really understand that. Y'all got it? So you'll have a visual. So you can understand what you're actually being told to do. And then you can efficiently do it. Okay? That's the purpose. You got teachers, they just put information on the board and say, listen, it's up there, get it. That ain't going to help me. I need you to show me how it's done. Y'all got it? And if I don't get it, it's your job to go back and say, well, let me try to explain it another way or give you a different example. Yahushua did it. When he spoke to them, he would give them sometimes more than one mashali, which would be for an example to make sure they got it. Y'all got it? So don't be afraid for the word to correct you. We come in understanding there are always going to be things about us that the word has to come. It's got to fix it. No matter how long you've been around, the word still got to fix us. We don't ever outgrow the word to where we don't need it. It doesn't correct us anymore. It's always there to do what it's been set to do, okay?
That's right.
Okay, so to show us, to instruct us, okay?
Yes, sir.
Listen.
That we through endurance.
What is that? That's right. So what is a marshalee? Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? That Jordan. Now he on that. That's right. He said that's right. Just getting straight to the point in just layman terms that they would say. And
Nakum.
The prize, a reward. How do you get the reward? Somebody, the Ketuvim is how you get it? No, No, Shaul said that they that seek mastery have to strive lawfully. If there's like when people compete to do something, like they're gonna give out these trophies for the world champion for basketball, you have to meet a certain feat in order to obtain that. Y'all got that? There's a certain qualification. It's so many games you have to win. You have to eliminate people and achieve to get to a certain point to get it, and that's the reward. So guess what they do? They keep fighting. Even when it's a game 7, they don't give out. They're like, man, we got to give it everything we got. They don't quit because they're keeping their eyes on the prize. That's the same mindset, intellect we got to have when they come down to the bar. They show us all the time. People do it for football. I did all this. I got the best record. But they say, well, you still got to do the playoffs. You can have the best record and get eliminated. Y'all get, and our book teaches that the race is not given to the swift, nor the battle. No.
Battle to the strong.
The battle, I think, to the strong.
Time and
No.
chance.
What else?
Time and chance. Happen to them all.
I think he said something about wisdom and not. But time and chance happen to us. I think he might throw it wrong there. You walked in. Yeah, well, it's something wrong there. But anyway, back to the point. That's the thing we're trying to make sure we look at. Don't count yourself out. It's still time. All right? Okay. So we understand. Yeah, somebody ran into class at the last minute. No, the battle to the strong, nor. But that's right. It didn't say that what he said, but time and chance happened to them all. That's about the reason. He gonna keep going. Where you get that from, Brian? Here, big brother. Another translation. That probably was. So we understand. So the reward is of the.
Ketubim.
That's right. We might have
Tikva or
right,
your call.
or your call and expected wait. Y'all got it, or our connection. So these are the things that we try to look at. Our goal is to try to get to perfection. What we'll call perfection, or trying to get to completeness. Y'all got it? And that's only going to come through and obtain that through what we're getting in learning, being taught, being limited, so we'll know, we'll understand. Everybody here know we all face different feats out here every day. Every day, whether it's yourself, whether it's your job, whether it's your family, whether it's separated, whatever it might be, your kids, or just life in general, just overwhelming us. Our goal is not to allow that to defeat us. Y'all got it? So we come in with trying to understand it. We're trying to grasp something from the word, so we'll be able to go back out and have the strength to be able to overcome it. Y'all got it? And a lot of times, we get defeated in the process, don't we? Let me see something right quick. This is Ephesians. Do this. Give me Ephesians 5:1. Let's see where it's going right quick. Matter of fact, make it 4 and 8. Ephesians. How about that? Or whatever, Al. I won't be before you too long. You'll see. Ephesians 4 and 8. Let's see what he told us. Don't forget, we're looking for, we're trying to look to make sure that the system is still working. We know that Yahuwah placed a system for us. Y'all got it? Certain things we look for. Let's see. Listen.
Wherefore, he said, when he ascended up on high,
What he did.
he led captivity captive and gave Baraka unto unashamed.
Listen.
Now that he ascended, what is it but that he also descended first into the lower parts of the Arats?
So what process we're going to use to understand that hand? I heard somebody say, I said hand, I heard them say seed. So y'all already out. Who is that who hand work with their mouth? Justin? Well, the purpose is that's important for us to pay attention to. But now my looking at it would be, it teaches us how looking at the reward versus the label. Because he told you what is it that he first did. He had to descend. What happened for his descent? Hands? Nobody? What happened for his descent? Yes. Yeah. Most people don't want to deal with that. If you start off talking about that, I'm sure you lost me in conversation. First thing you come up talking about, hey man, look here, you're going to have to die. All I heard was that when you start going for that, talking about getting something, I assure you, you lost me. Because my mind's still stuck on that. You're going to have to die. You can talk all that other stuff you want to, that you're going to have to die, going to kill it. But the fact he said when he ascended up on high, he told you what he did. He led captivity captive. And then he gave gifts unashamed, which made sense of why he told them to go and tarry in the city of Jerusalem until they was endued with power and dwell. And amazingly, it all happened the same way Shaul wrote it. That's exactly what he did. They saw him go up and he told them to go and tarry until they was endued with power, with authority. And that's what we need now. We need him to grant us that authority. To be able to bound, to be able to hold, to be able to loose and break stronghold, you need that power. We'll look at it power called Shamshun, but it's also authority. To be able to break. You know what I'm saying? It's an authority that you have. And we need that authority. When he's talking about they shall receive power, I'm going to give you the authority. I'm going to give you the Ruach HaKodesh. But a lot of times we have to learn how to separate ourselves from things. It's easy to get emboldened and get entrapped with things. The hardest thing for us is unraveling them to be able to free ourselves so we'll be able to do the will of Elohim. Unlike Yahushua, he came in with a mission before birth. So he was always set from us. We came in a baby with crying. We didn't have no purpose and no mission. By the time we learned it, we done effed up a lot of our life. We learned it later, but that's when our mission came into us. Later in life, we realized, hey, this is not what I was made to do, to fornicate, commit adultery, live to drink, or whatever it is we've been doing. You know what I'm saying? And now we start to learn how to get ourselves to a point to doing what he told us. So wherefore we look at what he said when he ascended up on high, he led captivity captive, and he gave gifts unashamed, which are the men. Now, he let us know now that he ascended, that he's gone up, what is it? But because he also descended first into the lower parts of the Arats. Listen what happened. 10. He
that descended is the same also that ascended up far above all Shamayim.
That
He might fill all things.
that's what he went, which would be a completion. So everything that he came in to do and everything he did at the end, it was already purpose, so he could fulfill all things or complete. So that's what we got to look at. How is it? Well, it ain't. Let me change that. What I was going to say. Not how is it. It's time for us to start to understand that the way things unfold for us in our life work to a certain situation, work to a certain point to get us to completion. A lot of things that happen to us, as Shaul said, I hope you guys said that, Philippians 1 and 11. Let's see. Philippians? This Philippians? All right. Listen.
Being filled with the pari of Sadiq, which are by Yahushua HaMashiach unto the kabud and tahala of Elohim.
You see that being filled with the fruits, the pari of Sadiq, they put justice of Sadiq, they go, which are by Yahushua HaMashiach, which is the anointed one unto the kabud and the tahalim of Elohim. Now, how did you get filled with these fruits? With this pari? Had to who? You had to move first? That's tight. So why did he move?
Oh, man.
Well, we're still kind of interlocking this with what we learned. Wherefore, when he ascended up on high, he led captivity captive, and he gave gifts unashamed. So we want to understand how that process worked, to being filled with the fruits of. You know what I'm saying? It all still starts with a seed, and a seed descending, going down, but then that one seed actually bearing pari. Y'all know that? Producing more. So we can, the whole process of what he did for us, we can understand it from a natural sense. I can plant one, you don't typically dig a hole. I don't know, did you ever plant corn? Did you? How many seeds, how many kernels did y'all put in the ground in that one hole? One kernel. Y'all didn't put like, typically a carb might, I don't know, it might have, just say it might have 200 kernels on it. Did y'all put 200 in each hole to make sure you got a whole cob? You put one kernel in the ground and then produce a stalk that give you all of these, you know what I'm saying, all of these kernels. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause each one of these ears is a whole cob now. You got what I'm saying? But it's all coming from one fruit, from one seed. So it's not hard for us to understand how he has begotten us through that one seed.
Right.
Let's hold you got see that Galatians right quick. Galatians 3, and see if that's, let me see if it's 10. We'll come back, most high willing. Might be 16. Let me see 3 or 10. Let's see what it says. Listen.
For as many as are of the works of the Torah are under the all-ah. For it is katab, all-ah is every one that continueth not in all things which are katab in the sefer of the Torah to do them.
See that? And that's exactly what's true, because you can't get the benefit of it. There's always got to be a second end to it. Even with Adam, that was a two-part. It was a twofold part of that berith he gave him. That he could eat whatever. That was the benefits. That was the baraka what he had given him. We also let him know what was the all-out of it too. In the when you eat this, you're gonna lose this. You're going to give up an estate when you do that. And that's with us. That's why you look at him coming. Let me see something. When he told us, behold, now are we the benim of Elohim. And he talked about how it doth not appear what we should be. But we know when he appear, we should be like him, for we should see him as he is. Now, everybody that has this, that's right. That's how you purify yourself. Because if that's what you're expecting weight, then there's a behavior that you're going to generate. It generates through that. Y'all got it? And because of that behavior, that's how we're going to receive the transformation. Like a lot of times how we've been taught, that's my hope. Nothing's going to happen just off of you saying that. There's going to be a performance that has to be done. Y'all got it? Whatever you're saying you're believing, there has to be a performance that's attached to it. Like with Yahushua, we didn't understand. Of course, there's not anybody you'll find in a Christian church typically, on the average person or in the church that'll say, who in here hate the Lord? Or who in here hate Yahushua? Nobody's going to stand up and say that. When you explain them, when you go against his word, then you hate him. Then people start to consider, wow, I didn't know that. Because people so just say I love you. Say I love you, Lord. Say I want to be with you, Lord. Say I need you, Lord. He said, well, why you call me Adon, which is master, and you don't do what I say? He said, I don't even want you to call me that. Because you've broken some things. That's something that you can't connect to at that point. You broke a connection. Y'all got it? It's kind of like when New Edition came out with Mr. Telephone Man. Said there was something wrong. What was wrong with him? Why? When he called that baby number, every time you call Yahuwah, he hang up. Ain't that wrong with your phone? Ain't that right? What happened? That man, 83, he might be right. It probably about that time. A lot of them weren't even living. So that's what we want. You want to understand this too, that you also attach yourself to all of the curses of it too, to all out of it. Let's go. Next verse. Listen.
But that no ish is sadak by the Torah in the of Elohim, it is evident for the sadak shall kai by amunah.
Mm-hmm. Now, can we look at what amunah is again, so they'll know? Please. It's going to take us to the Greek, or maybe get back to the Abari. Because it's in the Greek when it's written now. That's it. The amunah was a firmness, security, fidelity. That's why I got the Fidelity Bank. They try to tell you that means that they faithful. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to be firm, and that's our security. Y'all got it? Mm-hmm. And that's what we're trying to do, being firm when it comes down to what we're being taught. That comes with a practice and putting it in. Sometimes you look at certain things when you're constantly going over it and you take it on as an aman, as a belief, then you get to a point to where nothing's going to move it. Y'all got it? And what happened with it, even with Shaul, he said he was persuaded that nothing. That's right, caused him to be badal, because he looked, I have a firmness about this. And that's what we're trying to make sure with all of us, that we have a firm security about what we believe. But when you're not sure and you're uncertain, then you know what? You'll waver. Y'all know that? You'll waver. It's important to make sure people all the time, I got faith, I have faith. We're trying to make sure we do have that security. Y'all got it? when it comes down to what we are among, what we believe. Let's go back over what we have. All right. Well, okay.
And
verse 12.
yes, sir.
Ooh, all right, listen.
And the Torah is not of Amunah,
No, what happened?
but the each that doeth them shall kai in them.
All right.
Mashiach hath redeemed us from the all of the Torah, being made a all for us.
That's right.
For it is katab.
You got to follow on somebody.
All is every one that hangeth on a ot.
Now see that? So let me see. I'm trying to think in my mind. The Mashiach has redeemed us from the all of the Torah, from the curse of the Torah, being made a curse for us. For it is written, cursed is everyone that hangeth on a tree, a ot. So, I mean, I'm just thinking about it, which we know before. We look at, let me see. It makes sense when you look at Jacob and with his aim, Rebekah, and what she was willing to do for him. She looked at the curse fall on her became a benefit for him. And we needed to know that according to Romans the 15th chapter that we read, how it wound up being a benefit. Because it really doesn't make sense to take on somebody else's attribute the wrong. You know what I'm saying? People want to inherit other people good. Never nobody else wrong. But yet the book let us know he became one for us. And see right quick if that's in the book of Bereshit. Is that 27th chapter? We're going to drop down and look at it. They call it Genesis. Okay, it's 1:27. We're going to jump down. We're going to be long. Let's see what happens. One, just kind of give them a quick hit, I guess, on what we were talking about. Yeah, we'll try to run down through him. All right, this is 27:1. They call it Genesis Bereshit, which is in the beginning or in the start. Listen.
And it came to pass that when Yasakak was old, and his own were dim, so that he could not see, he Kara Asu, the eldest Ben, his eldest Ben, and said unto him, my Ben, and he said unto him, behold, here am I. And he said, behold, now I am old, I know not the of my moot.
Ain't grown to that point. Come on.
Therefore, take, I applaud thee, thy weapons, thy quiver, and thy bow, and go out to the field, and take me some venison. And make me some savory meat, such as I Ahab, and bring it to me, that I may eat, that my Nephash may barak thee before I moot.
Before I die.
And Rebekah, Shammah, when Yasakak spake to Asu, his Ben, and Asu went to the field to hunt for venison, and to bring it. And Rebekah spake unto Jacob her Ben, saying, behold, I Shammah thy Abba, speaking to Asu thy ox, saying, bring me venison, and make me savory meat, that I may eat, and barak thee before Yahuwah, before my moot. Now therefore my Ben, obey my call according to that which I amar thee. Go now to the Adah, and fetch me from thence 2 kids of the goats, and I will make them savory meat for thy Abba, such as he Ahab. And thou shalt bring it to thy Abba, that he may eat, and that he may barak thee before his moot.
Before he die.
And Jacob said to Rebekah, his aim, behold, Asu, my ox, is a hairy ish, and I am a smooth ish. My Abba, peradventure, will fill me, and shall seem to him as a deceiver, and I shall bring a all upon me, and not a baraka.
And what happened?
And his aim said unto him, upon me be thy all my Ben, only obey my call, and go fetch me them.
That's something we set and we look at. Who is this going to be a benefit to? That's right, to your code, not to him, not to her. But she was willing to take that on so it'd be a benefit to her being. And the fact that she was willing to do that make us consider the heart, the affection that a parent can have for their own child. Y'all know that? I mean, that means a lot. And people don't realize that even in natural life a lot of times, parents will tell you, they'll tell you, say, boy, I done got here and scuffle. My name like scuffle. My mom did. I'm out here scuffling for you, sitting out here need shoes, and I'm going without so you can have. So whatever happened to them for having shoes on too small, need to be changed, a hole in them where their feet getting wet, they look, I'd rather suffer that for you so you can have a good pair of shoes on. They walk around with coats that need to be changed, put your hand in the pocket, go straight through, just so you can have a coat and you put your hand in there, something will stop it for you. So they look at whatever I suffer, I might take a loss, stick something in the pocket and forget I got a hole in there, I lost it. But I made sure you had enough. And a lot of times we don't consider what's done in order to get to this point that's come to be a benefit to us. A lot of people don't see salvation or what he did as being a benefit to us. The fact that something was going to happen and be a benefit to him, but it wasn't going to benefit her. You know what I'm saying? But I'll do that for you in order to put you in a state, willing to put myself out and allow myself to be a curse, allow whatever to come upon me, whatever he pronounced upon me, just so it could be a benefit to you. I think if we understand it better, we tend to serve him better. A lot of time we take for granted just the getting up and the laying down, the going out or coming back in of ourselves. That's not of your own ability. It's because somebody greater than all of us makes a decision. Somebody that's great enough made a decision that somebody go into school and lock the classroom door and start unloading on the people. Kill 21 and wound 17 more. Why he couldn't pick the school of a quote-unquote African-American school? Why he couldn't put in his mind to drive some hours or drive a couple of days and make it one in Conyers or somewhere else? A lot of stuff we take for granted. It ain't just the shooting, it's just the very fact of just your activity. I told y'all every day, I'm just a believer of you watch time and how things go. When too many people come in, somebody got to go out. That's just a fact. You got people need heart. I got a gentleman I know, Corey. He know him from McDonald's. We do a lot of stuff with him. He's now waiting on the lung transplant. Now, where you going to get them lungs from?
Somebody got to die.
So you think about that. You know how many people sitting on a list waiting on a kidney and yours fitted? Y'all think about the people who waiting for lung transplant and liver transplant. You know what they probably saying right now. Can I just tell y'all what I think their prayer might say? Just figure. Lord, I need a kidney, a liver, a heart, and lung. But please don't let nobody die so I can get it. I know you able to go inside your secret chamber and lower down some kidneys, a heart, and liver from heaven so that I can live and some more people can live. Don't you know that all these things come in a benefit through somebody else dying? And the people that get it don't turn it down because it came from somebody dead. They look at your death benefited me. Don't you know Yahushua benefited us?
Yes, sir.
That was all for the benefit of. It was of necessity. I put that one must moot.
That's right.
That's in your Torah. He said it's of necessity that somebody had to moot. Every time we committed kata, sin, there was never a grain offering for kata. Those were tied. It was always some bearing life. It was always some bearing life.
Right.
You can't bring no horn or oil for no sin. Those might be for a peace offering, other things you might bring in, or an incense offering for lamp. You can't bring it in for no kataim, for kata. It's a life. Something has to move. It made sense when they told her it was of necessity that one had to die. Right. And the fact is, we became the recipient of somebody else's curse. Now, you know what you call? Now, we should notice where he break down. Let's see what happened. If we just really listen. 13, listen.
And his aim said unto him, Upon me be thy all eye, my being, only obey my call and go
Man.
fetch me them.
Let's go. He should start crying to me. Mama.
And he
Mama,
went
thank you
and
for all the
fetched.
love that you gave me. Even though you was a crack fiend, mama, you still was a black queen. He should be coming that verse. Come on.
And he went and fetched and brought them to his aim. And his aim made savory meat, such
You
as
said he didn't go. He stood there and said, no, I ain't gonna do that. I definitely ain't finna let no curse come on my mama. Not for some stuff I'm trying to do.
and he went and fetched and brought them to his aim. And his
All you do is
aim
look at us and say, be careful. That's how you tell your mama, I'm gonna go get it. But at the end of the day, I mean, you gotta look at it. When it comes down to things that we're looking to receive from the Abba, it becomes that issue to where we look at. A lot of times we don't consider what has to be rendered in order for us to be here or what has to be done. We look at the end result. We don't look at everything that was done in order to put us in the situation we was in. My wife, she was in the hospital and told, I think, about 13 days altogether. Hey, if folks don't leave. How many times you heard cold blue? One time? That's day and night, cold blue. Cold blue. I was in that way, I hear cold blue. All the time you hear cold blue. Some people recover, some people don't make it. And
Right.
you know who made that decision, said cold blue? One man made
That's
all
right.
these decisions.
That's right.
I'm telling you, I know a lot of y'all, we don't think about it. Yeah, man, there's a whole lot more thing to be thankful for than just material thing. I mean, just the activity, your limbs, and being able to go and do. Until you lose and you don't appreciate what you got. You really don't. You don't know what you got till you lose it. And you sit back and realize, I had a good thing. I had this. Because you get to going, and a lot of times we complain about life in general, about things, and sometimes you forget. You look at, if I take something from it, they'll appreciate everything. You know what it take to get, I remember, here's here, a little that a righteous man have, and more than, that's only because that righteous man has had a lot and lost a lot, and it moved him into being Sadiq, righteous. And now he learned to appreciate the small thing. He don't just go along and just say, I'm good with just a little bit. You know, you become to a point you good with a little bit when you had a whole lot and you get stripped and you come back to realize this man controls everything. This man, when you think you at the height pipe of the top of your game, this man will ground you. And you'll come back to say, you know what? I'm thankful. And folks be trying to figure out, who say some stupid stuff like that? The people who had and lost it. I tell you to hear old people say that stuff, I just thank the Lord for these aches and pains. I said to myself, to me it sounded stupid. Who thinking for aches and pains? They said, because you know what, baby, I could have no knees. Because they don't watch a lot of folks get amputated. Especially for people color diabetes. They usually follow diabetes, blindness, and you want to get them leg amputated. Cutting at the foot, move on up the leg. And some folks don't have both of them amputated. So they learn over a process of time through maturing. It's the little things that seem little that's actually major when you look at it. There's a lot of people ain't got it. And in fact, he'll spare you and allow you to have everything we got, we just using. Ain't nothing ours, we using it. So when you realize somebody loaning it to you, you playing with it till they come back and knock it off and say, let me get that, baby. Some folks, you don't borrow stuff you had so long, you don't put it in the drawer, it's yours. It's in your garage. Them folks, you like, huh? They're like, that loan I gave you too. They're like, man, that loan, man, I ain't mind. They're like, nah, I let you use it. I just ain't been back, but now I come to get it. How many of y'all had stuff like that to have? Either you let somebody use, them personalize it, theirs, or somebody let you use and you personalized it. That's how it works. That's how you will let you get it. You'll have it for a while, what you say, it's mine. Then the person that rightfully owned it come back and say, I came to get my stuff. Got it? That's what makes us appreciate what he does for us. But unfortunately, it takes him to take stuff from us to appreciate what he gave us. But you know what I'm saying? We gonna change? No, we're not gonna change. That's the system that's in place. When that system come to work, then we learn. Nebuchadnezzar never learned how to respect Elohim until he lost everything.
That's right.
Till he stripped it down. He never came along and said Elohim ruling no kingdom, no Elohim ruling no Malkuth, no Anashim, or no men. Why would he say that when he was ruler? I'm the ruler. Everybody bow down to me. Everybody come under me. Everybody subjected to me until he stripped them down.
That's right.
And you know he realized, Yahuwah gave it to me.
That's right.
and Yahuwah took it away.
That's right.
Isn't that right? And that's what we starting to learn now.
Yep.
With all the things that happen around us. Listen, all this monkeypox stuff, all this stuff they got, this virus stuff not new. This old stuff. All this stuff coming along, and Yahuwah done told him before he was going to come and punish him. He already knew all this stuff was going to come and happen. It was going to be diseases going to come on us. He said, you don't even have written. He don't let him know all these things were going to come. It's unfortunate that his arm aren't recognizing him until now. We in a time, America always been known, we watch other countries sit around store shelves. And you look at that stuff, you say, oh, okay, you keep flipping. It's a movie on or something. That stuff happen over there. It's America. And white people had to learn, you can starve like other people. You can get sick just like other people. Your stores, your shelves can go, your cupboards can go bare too. Europe and all these places, they say right here, they seeing shortages, scarcity. They seeing the sickness. All the stuff they put on Africa, they'll come back on them. No, same as either coronavirus, the monkeypox that come out. What you doing with nothing? They done told y'all where they got it from, ain't they? How many of y'all don't know where they got it from? Let me see your hand. Y'all don't know how it done got here in America. Okay, they went to Europe. They had a sex party, homosexual. Okay, I know these folks, all these folk coming up with it. Y'all do know these homosexuals. I'm making this up. Can y'all put up there? Most of y'all don't know that. That's where they got it from. They done found a connection, all of them. They all went to a sex party in Europe. All these homo cross-up that came up. That's what they tell you. You can't transmit it but a couple of ways. I got to literally spit on you or we got to have sex. It's not transmittable the way they telling you. That's why they keep looking at the disease is so rare. Their homosexuality is coming back on them. They want you to run, holler, and scared. Everybody you see, get back, you might have monkeypox. Just tell them the truth. You ain't nothing but a faggot. That's a faggot disease. Pull it up and see if I'm making this up. I don't want these folks to think I'm lying. That's it. They done came and they done picked it up. They're trying to figure out, these bastards done popped up with it. It's always your same state. California. Y'all already know, they popped up in California. They done hit down these little states. New York, you don't catch all these folks like these folks. All these folks, they all want to put it on Georgia. Ain't popped up here yet. Yeah, we got the most sissies. Our sissy clean. We got them clean, nasty, filthy sissies. We ain't got them vulgar, irate, little nasty, nasty sissies. Anyone can get monkeypox, but CDC warned, oh my goodness, warned straight, loving husband, wives, how to get community about greater chance of exposure now. These the same folk been telling you they gay, they happy. I've been telling folks, Yahuwah gonna punish them. Yeah. He punished them. Ain't nobody getting you look at it now, they being exposed. Undercover fag. Yahuwah gonna keep punishing. You ain't getting this stuff but one way. That's what they keep telling you. This stuff so rare, ain't nobody, they tell you, it's like small pop up. How this stuff pop up? They did everything they could to cover these faggots up. Now the fags out the bag. That's how they got. They were up there, had a sissy party in Europe. Europe got all them sis. I've been told y'all them folks, they know they the master of this homosexual stuff. They the one came out of this skin. You can't get no regular sweatpants no more. Everything got to grip you all around your ankle and come up your leg. Ass hug you. Every time I got what they like, man, these pants sticking me. They ain't no pants. Them sisters making out, go get them. They putting a dildo in the back of them. Man, why they pickling these pants? Sister, I don't know, he ain't asking no credit. Bow! And they start putting his foot. Bow! Bow! You're like, you see a joker with his sweatpants, he just snatching forward like that. Sissy. Monkeypox likely spread by what? Sex at 2 raves in Europe. Experts, the experts said this. This ain't Tony Smith. Experts say y'all some faggots. Man, they trying to sit around, look at all them bumps, and they get to the back, ain't no bump back there, just a big hole over. They say, oh, we know what happened to you. They got everybody scrambling around, man, this stuff coming, it ain't coming to, it's coming to take these folks down because Yahuwah, he angry with us. Man, they done did everything they could, try to, oh, the homosexual, these homosexual loving people, homosexual baby adopt, homosexual, all this stuff coming. Now you got the homosexual boy done shot the school up. They've been claiming they stable. We've been trying to tell the people they're unstable. Homosexual ain't no different than a mentally ill person. You mentally ill.
Yeah, that's right.
Sitting here trying to pull your pickle and put in your behind, it don't work. Hey man, what you doing? Man, put your pickle in my behind. Mine won't reach. You sick. That's sick. Well, so now we look at that process. Go back to Galatians right quick so I can get them finished up. And jump back over. I got Ephesians 4 and 12, Philippians 1, 11, 12. Come on, all right, listen. So we look at this, 13. Mashiach, 3 and 13.
Hath redeemed us from the all of the Torah, being made a all for us.
So we understood that because his father was gonna be an all on him. What y'all think will happen? Because later on, you know he did find out that Jacob did trick him. And you know nothing happened to him.
Nope.
It wound up being a benefit to him. That we learned that from who? A couple of premises we learned from him. Go ahead, Hump. Who? Yahushua. What we learned about Yahushua? That's right. What he meant for Rosh is Elohim meaning from a tool. And all right, everything they set up to fall on him, it wound up working out for them. So guess what we found out too? The stuff that we set up for Yahushua to fall, it actually worked out for it too. So it became we became a benefit to each other. You see how it worked? We understood folks said, well, that kind of messed him up. He said, no, that what you meant for Rosh, Elohim meant it for his too. That's how he was able to save much of us alive. Y'all didn't know that?
Yes, sir.
It worked out, didn't it?
Yes, sir.
We set him up for a fall. Everything we did to the man, he went to prison. He was bought before the ruler. And it wound up being a benefit for us. So we looked at how Yahuwah worked it out for both of us. See, sometimes people don't look at this thing was meant to work out for both of us. It don't be no look. This is what you call a win-win. But you got to understand the process. Also, you know there's another process that his Abba was trying to told Asu what he was going to do. When was he going to try to give him all this stuff, that Baraka? Before he moved, like Abraham did. We the only folk give everybody everything when we die. He gave it to him before that. Even Yahushua, when he also gave them jokes authority before he had moved too before that. He actually gave them authority before that. While he was yet alive. Y'all didn't know that? Yahushua did. When he took the 12, said these 12, Yahushua did what with them? Talking about like Abraham did. Because he sent hills away too. While he was dead, while he was alive. And gave them authority over unclean ruachs. Hello? While he was yet alive. Hello? Now, his moot came in the fact because he told us what the wages of sin was, kataim. We couldn't get around that, so it was necessity that somebody had to moot. Y'all got it? Then he came up to give us a comforter, that we was able to receive something that will hold us until he came back. Something he said that will abide with us for a long. That was important for us, to know that we had something we can hold to until he get back here. And we find it by going back through the writings. Come on, finish up.
For
Hello?
it is Katab, all is every one that hangeth on a ox, that the Baraka of Abraham might come on all the Goyim through Yahushua HaMashiach, that we might receive the Shabbat of the Ruach through Amanah.
So it might come on the nations. Come on.
Akeem, I speak after the manner of Anashim, though it be but a ish berith, yet if it be confirmed, no ish disannul it, or added thereto.
Okay. Sounds like the Torah, huh? Listen.
Now to Abraham and his seed were the Shabbat made. He said not unto seeds as of many, but as of one, and to thy seed, which is Mashiach.
And we understood that just like Vera just told me to plant corn, didn't we? Hello? One seed produced that stalk. Y'all got it? That's what produced us. One seed produced all these kernels. Which we know we don't grow corn for us, typically where we at, but y'all understand the process of where we at. That one can produce all that, because it's hard to believe sometimes that all of us can be a benefactor of one. One fall in the ground moot can actually generate all this. Yet it was done through Yahushua. He went right back through the process to tell us about the seed. So it made sense when Yahushua told it, except wheat, a corn of wheat, corn on to one stem of the seed. You don't have to plant a whole stalk of the wheat, one kernel from it, except it fall into the ground.
And moot.
And do what?
Moot.
And what does it do?
All alone.
If I took one kernel, one grain off of that wheat, off that stalk, and just throw it on the ground, what can it produce? Absolutely nothing. Because it'll abide by itself. But if I put it inside of the ground, what'll happen? Now it can produce. Y'all got it. I put it inside of the automat, then it can produce. It's the same thing. Well, let's do this. The man had a seed, doesn't he? Tell him to spit it on the ground and tell him to show you how many babies he can make. Where does it have to go? It's got to fall inside the hole, doesn't it? Yeah. In order for it to produce fruit. Yeah. Y'all see that? It was important. In fact, we understood it from the process of how a woman has a baby, how she becomes impregnated. We understood it from planting, that you have to put it inside the ground, which means that the rots is a womb. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Let's see. See if that's the 51st chapter of the book of Yeshayahu. Y'all get ready to get your money. I want your money. They will be saying something else. Let's say if it's 51 and 1. Let's say 50 and 1. 50 and 1.
51.
51 and 1. I put 51 and 0. Let's see what he told us, all right? Listen.
Shama to me.
Listen to who?
To me.
That's right, listen.
Ye that follow after Sadiq.
So let me ask well, I'll be honest with you, Lee, I ain't trying to live right. He wasn't even talking to me, was
That's right. No,
the people he was trying to get to listen to him were people that were trying to be Sadiq. So all that's important to listen to. It's just like with Yahushua. That's why we look at that. Then spake Yahushua to who? Well, he was speaking to them that were trying to follow after Sadiq.
Yeah.
Because he said, if you continue in my debar, then, which means you'll be following after. So now he just told you to hearken to me, all you that were following after Sadiq. So you start to look at it because the conversation is similar. Y'all got it? It's the exact. So if you ain't trying to live right, I'm not talking to you anyway. I'm not trying to get you to listen. Because this is not something you're going to hear, right?
That's right.
All right, come on.
Ye that seek Yahuwah, look unto the sewer whence ye are hewn.
He told look to the solid rock. The Greeks told you look to the solid rock. Look to the solid rock which you have hewn.
And to the hole of the pit whence ye are digged.
This is what he told you to do now, which made sense because they had to go back and they had to look at a certain area, didn't they?
Right. Yes, sir.
And the book told us in the book of the 20th chapter of the book of Yehukanan how they went and they stooped down and looked in.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
They were going back to look now. That hole that they went and looked in, they didn't actually themselves, the ones looked in it, to check it. But one man of Joseph Arimathea, now he had one he had already dug out. Yeah. Isn't that right? He already had dug out a place. So he told him to go back and look in that hole. Look in the pit. Isn't that right? Look in the hole that you dug. Listen.
Look unto Abraham your Abba, and unto Sarah that bare you.
So if you bear, what do you have? The rod or you got the hole?
The hole.
That's what he just told you. Go back and look. Look what proceeded out from her womb. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir. Because
Abraham was the one that the promise was made when we were looking at the book of Galatians. Now unto Abraham and to his seed was the Shama made. And then he didn't say unto seeds as of many. That made sense because Abraham sent seeds away, didn't he?
That's right.
And he kept what?
One.
Trying to show what the premise was. It was one.
That's right.
It was one that was going to produce all of us. That's why here's a benefit. And now he wants you to go back. Look to Abraham. Start tracing your roots. Go back and look. Look to Sarah that bore you. Hello?
Yes, sir.
That's something else we'll be looking to work on too with our coup too. Putting them in position to know exactly what your role is. You heard Jai, he said, this is how we roll. We're going to do this is your role. Trying to make sure everybody know what their role are. We're trying to train up these young people. Our young people, these young kids, they're going to learn how to be gentlemen. Isn't that right? Be strong, be ox, and teach them how to be that and get them prepared so when the age and time come, you who will let the rocks keep going, they can grow up and they can get married. Get them a woman. Yeah. Teach these young ladies so you can get don't be sitting around these old funny Philly dilly ones telling them lies you might see in school, other place you at. You're a woman. You're going to need a man. You don't need a real man. Don't go get somebody laying on top of you, bouncing around for 4 or 5. That ain't no man. That don't mean you no man. I thought I had something coming. I thought you would give me change. So that's the truth, though. We got to teach it. We got to teach them how to role play. Got to get them set up so they'll know when that time comes, they'll know how to fall right into their role. See, that's something we got to work on, too. Educating them, making sure they understand how to be young men and young women. They're going to be real crucial because ain't none out here. Y'all going to be a rare commodity. I'm telling you, listen, y'all going to see a lot of these young boys, they going to kill them off. They either going to fag them out or kill them off out here. We got to try to train y'all up and save you. Man, these folk like Ms. Raheem, ain't nothing changed. They killing our young people. Aborting them with the prison system, aborting them with drugs, aborting them with stupidity. Everything they got to show. What they got power to show our young black men? Nothing. Anything they going to show them positive is going to have a white character to it. They need to see something positive about themselves that look like them. And it need to be something that's obtainable. Look at it. Just look at the what they gave us, the Cosby Show. Well, Cleo was a genius. Damn dyslexic. The damn idiot that friends with idiots. Look at they food that they got nothing. They don't give us nothing fully complete. Vietnam, what Cliff and what you call them, you saw about one of his patients, you ain't seen none of her cases. And then what's his name? Cleo, he was a damn idiot. He ain't know nothing. Y'all remember he was dyslexic? Theo, I ain't got nobody's number. I don't know hell, I ain't got nobody's number. I ain't got nobody's number. Whatever his name was, it Cleo, Malcolm, whatever his name is. Hell, he keep changing up. Then some girl break his little heart, or that the other boy. From a Family Matter. Who one got his knee blown and fell to Eddie? Who gave? Who is Jaleel White?
Family Matters.
Who is Jamil? Hold on for me, y'all losing me. Hell, I don't know no government name. Give me street name. Urkel gave now. Hold on for a minute, man. Urkel came out with that song, had that now. He was playing that Babyface. That song, This Is How We, that joke carried that suit. I said, finally, I brought my boy up. Then he took the post and go back old dumbass, didn't it? Stephon, yeah, then look at what happened. They canceled the show. They can't have no black man. He what? He selling weed. It don't mean he ain't gay. Oh, Eddie gay?
Oh, he got caught.
Eddie Winslow gay? He got that from his daddy. Carl is gay, young. Ain't Carl and Uncle Phil were banging each other. Y'all, they getting bad, right? We got to see, get all that shit off TV. Yeah, Uncle Jeffrey. Uncle Phil was gay. No, that didn't prove, yeah. He gay, yeah, he gay. He been gay. Uncle Phil dead. Yeah, Phil died, but I think a pickle killed him. He might have died from a pickle accident. Yeah, Quincy Jones gave it. I don't know what kind of muscle he got in that booty cheek. He still him. He probably the oldest fag living. Quincy Jones, he been a long time. Clyde gay. Clyde who? Clyde Davis said he was gay. Whitney fake down. Oh no, I'm so confused now. I don't know what to know. This new information, man. I don't know. Clyde got enough money. See, when you white and you gay, it's pristine or something. You know what I'm saying? Prestige. When you black, you gay. You just a nasty black po broke janky sissy. You know, Clyde, nobody gonna talk about Clyde. They gonna run the black one down. Which they ought to run all of them down. I'm equal opportunity wrong. That's what we go through try to teach them. I'm gonna say somebody every time. I'm gonna say these young kids. When you grow up and get married, what you want to marry, Cam? Cam, what you want to marry? What you want to marry, man or woman? What you want to marry, Mikael? What you want to marry? Now, which one are you? Soraya, Serenity. What you want to marry? What you want to marry, Alyssa? What you want to marry? She said Alex. Yeah. He gonna be there. He coming. Mook, what you want to marry? That's what I'm saying. I got it right there, Ryan. Gabby, what you want to marry? What you want to marry, Danny? That's what I'm talking about. They've been saying man, so you say, I said, what you say? No, I'm saying they've been hollering man, so that's right. Maya, how old he got? He got to be at least over 40. That ain't gonna be like childless. She married somebody like 20 something, she 20. Cause Maya, you way up there. You know what I'm saying? That's right. That's what I want. What you want to marry, Xavier? Who? Who? No one. What you trying to do? Hold out? Boy, you gonna get married. I had you married before you know it. Be the first one down the aisle. What you want to marry, Brandon? What you want to marry, Derek? You seen him in here? You looking? He'll be back. He'll break down. All right, Courtney, what you want to marry? That's what I'm talking about. Ain't that right? That's it. You got to put it that right. You got to start it. What you want to marry in? A woman. What's Buck? Who you want to marry, Buck? That's why y'all outside now hitting her. You can't tell her. You know who you want to marry, don't you? I know who you want to marry, don't I? Come here for a minute. All right, come on, Joker. Come on. Come on, Joker. I don't know who you want to marry. I don't know who you want to marry. Derek, go back on and sit down, Joker. I know everything, Joker. That's right, I know. That's what we want. Joseph, what you want to marry? That's what I'm talking about. Get these kids going. That's right. That's tell you, man. And all right, Tamir, what you want to marry? You see him in here yet? We lucky. That's right. That's right. We working with him. That's right. That's right. Got to steal it. Got to teach him. Man with a woman, woman with a man. Ain't that right? Get these kids going. A lot of y'all gonna wind up getting married. I'm gonna charge you. Ain't that right? Shakir, what you want to marry? That's what I'm talking about. That's how I'm saying. We getting around. Ain't that right? Checking everybody. Chanel, what you want to marry? I cut deep. Somebody got to step on up. Juke it. Rod, tell what you want to marry, Rod. What color? He said white. That man, you don't broke down though. You that white woman. He said, I don't know. Rod said, throw him. He said, oh, yeah. This me. I tell everybody. What I always tell y'all. Get what you like. I said, man, maybe just get what you like. Everybody be like, well, I want to marry out my race. Only way you marry outside your race, you marry an animal. I mean, that mean, yeah, that's all you can marry out your race. You marry an animal, you outside your race. As far as you marrying a woman, if you're a man you're a woman, whether it's an Asian, or black, or white, or Hispanic, well, I tell you, get what you like. Then they put him a tuxedo on when got him a Mexican. Now he can build houses. He said he married, y'all didn't know, he said he met your mom and mom. She had a tool belt on. She had a little sound, me build houses cheap. So your dad was like, hey, when he had a tuxedo on, he was trying to get a house. He had the tux in his shoe, he just didn't have a house. So there it is, and that's how y'all got him. So now y'all know the truth. Now they got a story they might tell y'all, but now y'all done heard the truth. All right? Everybody all right? That's two. Let's give it a stand. Let me see who a hand clap.